transformers will return. The transformers will return after these messages. We now return to the Transformers.
All right, and we are back for another edition of Megatron Draws. And today I'll be continuing the Fembot's pieces from last week. And we're mostly going to be focusing on Firestar here. Just because the other two are pretty much almost done. I just need to work in the background. So we're going to focus on her, and then we'll kind of go back and finish up Chromia and Moonracer. So but before we get into that, let's say hello to our lovely chat member, the Lone Man, the Lone Ranger, the Lone Wolf, Scimitar. Oh boy, how's it going, man? It's good to see you, man. Yeah, I actually saw because I had to leave for a minute after the full Aussie, so I didn't see the full intro at the start of the full Aussie. I saw the ending of it. It was fucking hilarious. Hey, Grumpy, how's it going, man? She need to pull up some reference. Just need to get her pelvic region right. $10 minutes till midnight for me, so I won't stay long. Gotcha. No worries, man. Obviously, I kind of changed up the positioning of the legs from the way they were last time. Just because I kind of wanted a little more interesting, because it was kind of just like a very boring sort of look earlier. Although I will have to, fix this up a little bit. I think I'm gonna make this a little bit longer when I do the colored version, just because, it was kind of like a late in the game sort of a change I made here. So, and Netflix blocked the stream because of the intro. There's no Netflix clips in that. The fuck? Yeah, that was crazy. Oh, you meant? Oh, I'm fucking stupid. I thought you meant my intro as a joke. I'm retarded. I'm going off. I'm still recovering from a big ass headache from yesterday, so I'm not 100% today. Not just sure how long I'm going to go for, though, to be honest. Probably, we'll go for about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours if I can power through it, because I'm still kind of getting over it. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, actually, I'll zoom in just a little bit. There we go. So, yeah, we're still working on the leg now because they need fine tuning. All right. Okay, just looking at preference. Rough stuff. Yeah. Nice to see that Alita 1 is winning the poll for who everyone would think would be the best prime out of the, or who would make, in a theoretical scenario, like, let's say, let's say the Matrix had sort of a Green Lantern ring sort of thing where it's like you put 4 people in a room and it has to choose one of them to be the carrier. And out of those 4, I want to kind of curious as to who would think that would be the most worthy. I kind of thought about the ones that I think the characters I thought that were the most sort of well out of all the G1 characters, aside from Prime, obviously. Kind of want to switch up the change up the sort of polls here because it's been getting a little bit boring. Just like, oh, who's your favorite character from this group? Or yeah, it's like, yeah, it's kind of getting boring. Let's do something a little more interesting. And just the edit I invested into it. I should push the video under fair use. Retweet it out on Twitter. Oh, thanks, man. Wish you a great stream. Yeah, no problem, Skirmitar. It's all good. All right, let's get these Energon cubes at least squared off, pun intended. I also moved the arm a little bit closer here, so it would make more sense to have her arm, because originally the arm like down, the hand down here, but it didn't really make sense because you'd have, she would need her whole arm in order to carry a bunch of like these Energon cubes that she's stolen. She's a thief. She's trying to kind of pay an homage to the original cartoon, where it's like kind of like imitating her, sort of stealing some Energon from Shockwave. So, yeah. All right. Okay, so we need to get the shape of the kneecap first. No, it needs to be higher. Put the that. Kind of want to have it on the side though, the foot, or yeah, like this. Something like that. Let's put tires there. And she kind of has this little piston right here, kind of going off to the side of her leg here. I am doing well, Grumpy. I actually kind of ordered something that should be coming pretty soon, actually, because the buyer I bought from is actually like a province away. So, so I might get an early birthday present. I also got another thing that's been shipped out finally. I've been waiting a good month or so for it to be sent out because I just pre-ordered it a little while ago. Yeah. So right now I have technically 4 on the way, but one's still in pre-order phase. It's not really out yet, or basically the way it works for Shozy Store. Well, it's for the Ultra Magnus. That's the one that's still kind of in flux right now. It's still stuck because they haven't released it yet. Which I'm guessing that means maybe the I don't know what goes on behind the scenes when it comes to. Oh, honestly, I just kind of forgotten about the desk. Honestly, if it shows up, it shows up. It's like Yeah. No idea. I haven't checked in a while. Hi, Keely. How's it going? Watch one day I'm going to move out, and then the desk will finally show up, and then some poor bastard's going to be like, what the fuck is this? It's like, oh, that's my desk. It's like, free desk. Yeah. But I don't plan to move out anytime soon. That's fucking amazing, Keely. How's it going? It's good to hear. Good to hear. All right, let's get this other leg going. All right. So that would be sticking out. And I kind of want to have like the wheels sort of sticking out. Oh, wait, 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 one. Yeah. Okay, hasn't gotten his desk either. Oh, wow. Did he order from Wayfair as well? Or fucking hell. So she has these little things on her. Oh, I think I shaped wrong actually on that. Let's go like this. It's kind of like a trapezoid or whatever shape on her. Hit there. Oh, that's a little off. Let's go a little bit further. I'll just worry about start with the basic shapes. And I'm not sure, but it's supposed to be motorized and lit. Bells and whistles. Oh, yeah. I just ordered a normal desk. I don't know why it's taking so long. I'm guessing it's like some sort of something to do with like this distribution or whatever. However that's done over there with them. I don't fucking know. I don't know these things. All I know is my desk ain't here yet, so I'm mad. Not really mad. I'm just like kind of disappointed. I'm just like, oh, whatever. Because like you can't stay mad at some of these things forever, you know. So you gotta move on with your life and hope if it comes, it comes. It doesn't come, it doesn't come. So to speak. And the same thing kind of happened with the Ultra Saber's Darth Vader lightsaber. I ordered like, I think it was like last year or the year before, and it like showed up like almost 2 years it took for this thing to fucking arrive because for them they are actually kind of honest. Honestly, they're a bit more communicative. Not so much Wayfair; they don't really communicate with you very well. But Ultra Saber, they're like, hey, we ran out of parts for this, so it's going to take a while for them to get back in and stuff. I was just like, oh, okay. So a little bit better customer service there, at least. Even though it took almost a year to fucking arrive, but it was well worth it. It's pretty fucking awesome. But yeah, out of all those ones, who I personally think would be the most worthy, Ultra Magnus has entered the ring. Yeah, I kind of figured like the most worthy ones would be like Silver Bolt, Alita, Ultra Magnus, and Jetfire. At least among the Autobots, I'll leave it up to. I'll save mine, who I think would be the most worthy of all of them, for the end of the stream, or just let the chat decide. Yeah. It might. Who knows? Who knows? Let's see. What's he look for? Okay. Yeah, it's looking a little off. Needs to be a little bit longer. I like the shape of the kneecap here, though, so I'm going to keep that. The flat of the go here. Or, no, right about here. Nope. I don't think I will ever buy from Wafer. Seems nothing from there is fair. Get difficult. Yeah. Yeah, and, Alita 1 is like somebody who's just probably just about as knowable as Optimus Prime. So, but also Ultra Minus definitely is. Silver Bolt definitely is. It's very. I kind of went for the ones I put the most humble, the most pure spirits of all Autobots for that one. And of course Jetfire. Jetfire is awesome. Yeah, that's awkward. That too. Yeah, she doesn't really get the whole lot of love as much. That's why they belong together. Like how Ultra Minus got turned into a militarized here. Yeah. I didn't mind him in Transformers Prime. I thought they gave him a good character arc in that, where he kind of had to realize that being strictly military wasn't the way to go sometimes. Or he had to kind of learn that there was a difference between fighting on Cybertron and fighting on Earth. It's a very different setting, a different way to kind of approach things, and he kind of learned to kind of lighten up a bit more, be less strict. I kind of wish that they spent more time on him, but they kind of cut the season short with him in it. But I'll say they did the best that they could with the character in that. Yeah, somebody talk about this. I don't know why. But there was something of a purpose to it, but it wasn't like that in G1. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, a bit more of a heroic streak in the cartoon. you know, it wasn't as like strict, you know, as the military commander. Just trying to. Let's just shorthand it. Nope. That's awkward. Legs are the worst. They're really the worst kind of thing to get right. Just the position are really difficult to do because you have to kind of account for what looks natural for the foot and whatnot. Especially for something like this, which is a robot, you know. So it's kind of. Let me just look at some reference. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. Probably should have thought this out. Thought this through last night, but whatever. Heat. What the fuck? Yeah. Apparently, it's gonna be a heat wave pretty soon. It sucks. Well, you know what? I got the shape of that. Or something, I don't know. Luckily, it's nice and cool down here where I'm at. So, my little shelter down here. All right, let's get that going. What's up, it? You ever seen an anime called? No, I don't watch anime. Sorry. Just too much stuff on my hand right now. Should be a bit more. Yeah. I'm just gonna leave that for now, and I'll start inking up her upper body because I think that's pretty much squared off. I kind of know what I want with that. So, all right, let's pull out my 0.01, 03. Not that one though. Sounds a piece of shit. I'm gonna go for Michael's run today. All my pens are fucked. Might pick up some foam while I'm there as well. Get some early prep work done for the next diorama I'll be working on pretty soon, hopefully next month. Which will probably be the train yard. Technically, you do if you like these cartoons. All those intros from guys to Transformers. Oh, okay, yeah, gotcha. Yeah, but yeah, so I'll be doing the train yard next, which will be for my season 2 Decepticons. So that'll house Astro Train and nobody else because I do not have a Blitzwing or the Coneheads yet. So Astro Train's going to be on his own in that diorama when I make it. Hopefully, over time, I will be able to collect more, get more people in there. And right now, I'm kind of just trying to even out the Decepticon side of the shelves. Then I'll be working on the movie bot and Decepticon shelves and so on and so forth. All right, I think I'm going to do this. Or let's start with the head, because that's the most important thing. Is if you is getting the face and the head sculpt right. So you get that wrong, everything else falls apart. The my circles. But yeah, for that train yard diorama, it's going to be it's going to be a nod to the original cartoon. It's kind of based on the Triple Takeover episode, where all the Decepticons basically just turn on each other, essentially. that episode was just like so fucking chaotic. Like you had Starscream and Blitzwing and Astro Train kind of teaming up at the start of it, but then they kind of realized they're all double crossing each other. It was just like a crazy episode. But the two more iconic moments, but the most iconic, it was probably the most iconic episode with Astro Train and Blitzwing. So I want to do kind of a nod to that, where I have they'll be in a train yard, but then in the background there will be the football stadium from the Blitzwing aspect of the episode, because basically Blitzwing for some reason takes over the football stadium because he thinks that the coach or whatever, the football coach, is a military leader or something. And then Astro Train went try to take over a bunch of trains at a train station to kind of take over. They're all trying to kind of like overthrow Megatron, and Megatron just has to. And Megatron gets trapped by Starscream and whatnot, and just all hell breaks loose in that episode. Let's say that. What size pad is that? Oh, it's 7x10, so comic book size almost. So it'll fit in like a comic book sleeve, back and board, which is what I used to use a lot last year when I was doing like that's the same size of paper. It's the same size of paper that Stylock gave you is, but they no longer make the Bristol in that size, so kind of switch over. All right, let's get your beautiful eyes going there. If you don't have beautiful eyes, man, you kind of fuck up. I'll give her a little chin guard. There we go. Look at that beautiful face. Makes sense. All I ever see of Bristol's is like, yeah. Well, I have 11x17 in my drawer, and I also have a 9x12. Or not right now, but I usually buy 9x12 for Bristol. Just because, like, I'm actually on the verge of running out, so I need to kind of stock up pretty soon. Okay. Kind of a sloped sort of thing under our shoulder here. But today I actually finally caved. I decided, you know what, I'm tired of waiting on Masterpiece Fembots, and I decided to go in on them. So, and mostly because it was a really good deal on eBay for one of them that I just ordered, and that would be the Power of the Primes Moon Racer. So, got it for a pretty good price. So, starting to finish my Fembot shelf because all it has is just lonely old Alita 1. So, got some of our buddies there pretty soon. And we'll hold off on the details for now. Just get that. Sounds like she has like little circles here. No circles on her little side ears or whatever they're called. So, all right. Here, like this. I'm gonna go with like a rounded sort of cylinder almost. Forearms. That'll look better. Okay. Have to be really careful because I have to kind of draw in these cubes and the hand and stuff like that before I do anything in his chest here. So we'll just work on this arm for now. I usually kind of like to work by, start with like easier stuff and then kind of working on the harder stuff last. Kind of. So I usually like to get the important stuff out, which is like the face and the basic shapes first and foremost, which are easier to do, but they're also very important to do. Important to get right. So that's kind of why I work that way. I was like Jeffrey and I should try and wish someone would make. Jeffrey? Who's Jeffrey? Well, they do have an MP scaled Astrotrain. Fans always has theirs, but Masterpiece or Takara hasn't done theirs. Takara hasn't done an Astrotrain yet, so I have her, but not MP scaled. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do with my Fembots. The goal, because for that one, for the Fembot shelf, it's going to be kind of tricky to do. Because I kind of want to, when I do the diorama for that one at least, it'll kind of have to be a diorama that kind of can fit both MP scale and deluxe scale. Just, because for the time being, that's what I'm going to work with. I'm just going to be working with the Fembot, the deluxe versions, until they eventually make the MPs. And so the problem with that, though, is I kind of have to, account for scale, in terms of, because the shelf is kind of a little bit smaller than the other ones, because I kind of had to make room for the movie bot shelf, because that one has to house a future Ultra Magnus, so it kind of has to be a little bit bigger. So, but I think it should work fine. Because I don't imagine if they ever do a Masterpiece scale, I doubt there'll be anything taller than Optimus Prime, So as long as Optimus Prime will fit on the shelf perfectly, then anything else goes, basically. Oh, Jetfire's in the lead now. Oh, no, he's tied with Ultra Magnus. No love for Silverbolt. Silverbolt would be a good Prime. He'd be a good leader. He's noble. Love Silverbolt. Those Aerobot episodes were so fucking good, though. For the time, at least, because obviously we can obviously make fun of the cartoon for being a little bit cheesy nowadays, with the advancements in technology, but there's some really good gems in that series, And the Aerobot arcs were definitely some of the better ones, because there's a really interesting story there, where they were kind of like these very cocky, asshole kind of Autobots who kind of had to learn to, value human life and whatnot. And I just loved like RedBubble Store. It's very humble, sort of character, because it was a really interesting idea that he came up with. Was like, well, let's have this character, the leader, actually be someone who's actually greatest fear is actually heights, and he's like and he has to be a plane as an alt mode, and he has to be an aerial, and this is like he's kind of having trouble adapting to that, and so Prime basically tells him, you know what, I'm gonna make you the leader of the aerial bunts because it'll give you something more important to focus your energy on, your fears on. Yeah. Like if you're focused more on doing something on your abilities as a leader, then you won't be focusing on your fears. When the time comes for you to act and be a hero, you won't falter because you have a team that you need that's counting on you to do what's right. And so I thought that was just a brilliant little lesson Prime kind of taught Silverbolt in that episode. Jetpack. Yeah. Way better than Prime himself. Is worthy, but he's not terribly well known. Yeah, that's true. Gotcha. I am more as an robot. Yeah, that's true. There's also a lot of other characters I think that would probably be worthy, like Jack, maybe, because he was one of Prime's key lieutenants. Ironhide, perhaps. I can see him. I can see Ironhide being maybe, or maybe not. Maybe a little bit too, reckless, or not reckless, but he's a little bit. He's one of those guys who's very impulsive, so might not be the most worthy, but definitely he's definitely up there because there were episodes where he could take command of the Autobots when Prime was out of commission or whatnot. So. Okay. Ooh, you know what? I think the arm is looking a little plain. Yeah, we'll fix that later. Don't want to ruin it. I'll save details for later. Oh, you know what? I think she had like a collar around her neck. I kind of missed out on. Does she? Oh, no, maybe that might just be the toy I was looking at earlier, so I think it should be fine. Ah, well. That, and then we'll bring this down here. Hey, Grumpy. Or Jacob. How's it going, man? All right. Let's get the hand going now. So thumb go here. All right, we'll draw the hand first, then we'll draw the cubes and stuff after. And then we'll work chest and whatnot. All right. Got the basic shape. I just need to finalize. That's awkward. So, kind of looks like she's grabbing her tit right now, doesn't it? Megatron's harem, exactly. Exactly. I draw my harem. What can I say? Megatron's got a thing for fembots. Got a thing for corrupting the other side. Should be good enough. Good. Oh, you know, like that. Good enough. All right, that pen is done. And so are you. You're trash. All right. Throw in this drawer, and we'll never see him again. And you're fucked too. Hey. Buying so much diorama supplies. I haven't been buying enough art supplies. Let me ask you, at the beginning of the Boeing movie, what did you think of the design of... Oh, Cybertron looked amazing in that movie. I thought that was so, it was very well... Yeah, it looked like Cybertron. Like, it was... Here, I'll give you guys a quick clip of...
Sorry I'm late. Hit a little traffic. Optimus?
Decepticons, attack!
Had a lot of character, from the outside. It looked really good. It had like a lot of, looked like almost a chunk of it was like kind of. Hold on, I need to get an image of it pulled up here. Bumblebee. Come on. Slow ass cunt. Yeah, the movie, Michael Bay one looked really dumb. Like, I mean, there was parts of it that were okay, but it's just like but I don't know. When you make they made it look like hexagons, and it was just hexagons all over the place on the planet. It just didn't really look as, lived in. It didn't look as, advanced or whatever. It kind of just looked a little, for lack of better terms, too alien, if that makes sense, because they're supposed to be a bit more technically advanced and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And I don't know, it looks a little bit too crude, if that makes sense, I love they have designs as well, as like they just looked a little, they were horrible designs too, but it's like you have like a bunch of monster transformer looking guys, like from the third movie. Just didn't really look like Cybertronian characters, or Transformers, really. Like I think they made some of them look like the Predator in the third movie, if I'm not mistaken. That's kind of weird. Why don't we? Oh, whatever. I'm not showing on the camera, anyways. Yeah, Cybertron looked good in the Bumblebee movie. I thought, it felt lived in. It felt like Cybertron. So I just wish we spent more time on Cybertron, but hopefully, I don't think we'll get a whole lot of Cybertron in this next movie, because there's going to be a lot of stuff on Earth. The most we'll probably get is like a flashback showing how Prime got to Earth. Or how Prime escaped the Decepticons. Because basically, the Bone movie kind of has like a little plot, not a plot hole, but kind of has like some unanswered questions about how Prime escaped. Because basically, at some point during the movie, he got attacked by a crowd of Decepticons, which I really want to see that fight, honestly. I just want to see how Prime's out of that. I just want to see him take on Soundwave and Shockwave. That'd be fucking awesome. But that would probably be the most we see of the Decepticons in that movie entirely. In that movie, and maybe an end credits scene where you see like Megatron come to Earth or whatever. But that's about it. We'll probably see, because they're going to be doing. So I think they're going to have like the Terracons and the Beast Wars stuff be the more involved in the story. So one thing that made sense is why they would like it in Cybertron, way on Earth, Bumblebee. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's such a refreshing thing. See, compared to just, yeah. Michael Bay. Like, I don't know why they made Soundwave like just so tiny, like the same size as Bumblebee in that movie, in the third movie. It's like Soundwave's supposed to be like a head shorter than Megatron. Like, he's about the same height. Like, it's just like he's made a dude who gets killed by Bumblebee. It's like that would never fucking happen in any other story. All right, Transformer story. Because every other time Bumblebee would fuck his ass whooped by Soundwave. All right, let's get this cube going. Yeah, Soundwave and Shockwave are pretty cool characters. Some of my favorite Decepticons too. Yeah. Ooh, that's a little off, but whatever. Okay. Actually, you know what? The cubes would probably be translucent, so you should probably see some of the details underneath. Yeah. We'll do that. Nice little effect I can add. It's got little indications, not a whole lot. Oh, I went a little too far there. Yeah, they are worth, being favorites. As much of Soundwave fan as I am Monsters, but yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I just had the Masterpiece Shockwave, so I actually had the War for Cybertron or the Fall Cybertron Shockwave as well, which I like that figure. I like that design for Shockwave, just not really like the scaling of him in that game. Always felt like he was a little too small in that game as well. Like he was he was a little bit tiny in the game. I was like, what the hell is going on here? It's like Shockwave should be about the same height. Like he should be like taller than Megatron. That's how he kind of was in the original cartoon. It's a big boy. They made him a small boy, just like Soundwave in the movies, but still a good design for him. All right, let's leave it there. I'm gonna do some erasing. We're pretty much ready to go. So you do the gun, the legs, all that jazz. Nice. Yeah, Shockwave. I actually been debating whether or not to trade my Masterpiece Shockwave for the Cloud9 Shockwave, the one that's kind of more metallic in paint. I thought that one looks really good. And that one was because like my main problem with the Masterpiece one is that he's a little too short. You know, I always think that he should be like a little bit taller than that toy. I always thought he should be more about the same height as like Megatron and stuff like that, and he was kind of like a little bit too short for my liking. But it's really hard to find the Cloud9 Shockwave. Or the Fans Toys one. Or they're not that they're hard to find, but they're kind of pricey. So all right. That one. Yeah, they're really expensive. Yeah, you have to be crazy like me to spend that kind of money on those figures. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll send you a picture later of the. Yeah, I'll send it right now. If I can pull it up. I think the Cloud 9 one was like about the same height as like Prime, so I was like, oh, that's perfect. And it has a lot more presence. I feel like he has a bit more bulk to him as well. So we'll look at the Prey. And like, how's the John bigger? Yeah, exactly. Come on, slow boat. There we go. You want to close it? Oh, maybe. Problems there. There. Or nope. Yeah. All right, here. Save it there. All right. Just Twitter. Or you know what? I can just probably put there. Here, click that link, Grumpy. I'm not gonna. Oh wait, it's too big. What the fuck? All right. I like will fucking go through. I'll just fucking send it to you then. It's a weird ass fucking big ass fucking link. Yeah, just trying a random shape for the gun. Because why not? Now thicken up the cubes just to make them a bit more prominent than the stuff behind it. Fucking hell. For fuck's sake, why is it so slow? There we go. You know, I got a bigger pen. Oh shit. I sent you a DM, Grumpy, just to show you what I'm talking about. All right, let's get this leg going. All right. Let's go back to my reference. Okay. Nope, that's a little too thin. There we go. Gotta give her thick thighs. Be right back. Hell yeah. So we're making pretty good progress, I think. We got some of the good amount of line work done on her. I think her face looks a little off, to be honest. I have to touch that up later with some way out. But overall, I think I'm doing all right. Maybe the first time I draw this character. Yeah. Some of the characters I love, I just haven't drawn before. It's weird. Oh, you know what? I might have drawn her once, and that was about it. Yeah, I think I might have drawn her once. That was like a long time ago. Let's do this. Ooh. I fucked that up. Fix that up later. All right. Okay. We'll go with that. Need some circles here. Or maybe some ovals. Although I don't think these ones will work just, yeah, I don't think these ones will work. Where did I put my ovals? Ah. Fuck it, I'll freehand it. Oh, fuck. All right, good enough. Okay, so it looks like a rounded sort of a foot, yeah. Sort of shape, yeah. Let's go with that. All right. All right, I think we're doing all right. How's the gun going? Let's see, need a circle. That. know what? Didn't leave room for a little effect there. Oh well. Hey, Legend of the Brave Bard, how's it going? I was thinking this might awaken something in me. Yeah. Or out of your favorite beverage, you drink it down in your straw, and then you look down and realize there's a bunch of flies in it. Oh, yeah. You know, actually, that's funny. You should say that, because I actually had this one story where in elementary school, I remember for lunch break, I had a chocolate pudding cup thing, and I went to open it, and there's a bunch of fucking maggots in there. Like a bunch of fucking flies and shit. I had no idea how they got there. Like, I was like, what the fuck is this shit? I tossed that fucker out of the garbage. It was fucking nasty. It's like, my parents trying to fucking kill me? What's going on here? Yeah, it was a weird ass fucking. That was fucking disgusting. So yeah, I know what it's like to have your food ruined. There's supposed to be like a little shape around her chest here. Should go right about there. Okay. Let's get the background going a bit. Let's get the 0.3. Let's do this. So obviously we're kind of continuing the same theme from the other two, or three rather, where I'm going to have it all, they're all going to be taking place on Cybertron. So different areas, different, but same sort of location type of thing going on. So let's do a little. Ooh. Got that. There we go. Ooh. Did I fuck something up? Oh, I'm good. Okay, now I can just go like this. Mad pudding, exactly. It's fucking just. That was fucking nasty. That was like one of the grossest things I ever saw in my life. I have no idea how they got there. I was just like, maybe it was just like a bad fucking cup or whatever. Or who knows, maybe some flies just got busy. They snuck into the cup or whatever at the manufacturing plant or whatever, wherever the fuck it was made. All I know it's fucking nasty. And that should be right about here. Okay, now we get these flames going. With like flyer effects like this, I kind of just like draw a bunch of like different squiggly lines and stuff like that. Just kind of, give me some ideas. Make me think about which ones I want. So a bunch of I just pick the ones I think that are best looking. Ooh, that one's not the best looking. You can fix that later though. The same way I kind of do hair as well, or at least when it comes to a character like who has long, like very long hair, like Wonder Woman or something like that, I'll usually do something similar to this. Just draw a bunch of different shapes and see which one sticks the most. I'll try to also be a little bit random. With most like sort of environmental, natural things like fire or water, most of the time, the shapes are not. There's no real true shape to what a flame or looks like. It's kind of just a bunch of shapes. And they can be interpreted however you want, basically. Sometimes. That's probably a fly in the there's probably a fly in the factory. Probably. I have no idea. And we kind of need like a little blast here. So kind of that for now. All right, I think we're ready to erase everything. And then move on to some detail work. Thanks, man. Oh, no worries, Jacob. Hope you have a good rest of your day. I think this leg's a little too. Luckily, this isn't the final piece because I still have to color this one on a separate sheet. So now's the time to make all my mistakes. So eventually they're going to be fixed anyways. So I got to transfer it. Dog. Gotcha. Okay. Just draw a little effect. I want it to be that harsh of a sort of effect here. The blast. Yeah, let's go with that for now, because I'll do something very different when I do the colors, so it doesn't really matter. With a lot of like these here, I usually try to just all in color. Anyway, so just gives it a more natural effect, I think, when you just color it instead of drawing the actual line work for it. right. What time is it? Ooh, 5 o'clock. Yeah, I think we'll go for another 30 minutes. I think we'll call it a wrap in 30 minutes. Just do a little bit more detail work, then I'll call it. All right. Just look at that. Just have little circles on our waist parts here. Ooh. That one. Ooh, Ultra Magnus is taking the lead in the little pull there. It's cool. Might do a Decepticon version next week. How about that? For my birthday stream coming up pretty soon, actually, which I will be working on predicating for that one. So, and hopefully color it. I'll try to get some of the ink work done tomorrow. Possibly on Mac Me 90's channel, because he's doing his 1,000 sub celebration stream. So, might pop on there if I'm wanted. Right, I think Firestar is kind of a starting to pop here. Yeah, that's a really, really nice shockwave. Yeah, it's very similar to the Fans Toy shockwave too. But I don't know, I just love like the metallic paint on them. It looks fucking cool. And he scales really well with the other characters too. So let's leave that for now. I kind of have some wheels back here. I always like when you can actually see the wheels on Transformers. Sometimes there's like color of the wheels. Some of the designs, I kind of like when you can actually see them. Just a little bit there. Right. I think I'll just black this whole part out here. So we'll just grab a brush pen. Oh, not this one. That's a Tombow. Don't know why you didn't read in there. Okay. We'll do that. Oh, I got to share the screen. Oh, thanks, man. No worries, man. No worries. I'll be calling it in a good bit now. Probably 5:40-ish. Yeah, we'll call it then. So I kind of want to do Michael's run pretty soon. Because if I'm going to show up on the celebration stream tomorrow, I need to be prepared. And I am not prepared because I have no... All my pens are done. So, ooh, might have been thick there. Oh well. Yeah. Maybe not thick enough. We'll roll with it. It kind of works. I think I fucked something up. Fix it later. Should be thick, yeah. I kind of made a Lita 1 a little bit too thick, though. Oh, you know what? This leg looking a little awkward. Let's do that, maybe. Maybe it's a little bit thicker, and that should be able to even it out just a little bit more. But yeah, I think I made a Lita 1 a little bit too thick in her thighs the other day, so I might have to fix that when I do the colors. Eventually. It's been a little bit of slacker lately. Just been working lots of hours. But I actually started I kind of posted it the other day, but I posted the Menasor I've been working on as well on my breaks, which is turning out pretty well so far. And we'll keep it at that. We'll black this out. There we go. Have to fix this one up as well. This area here, when I do the transfer. Whereas for those who don't know or kind of new to my process, I kind of basically what I'll do is because I have this light pad or light box rather, and I use kind of for lack of better terms, trace my art. So I can do a colored version, like because right now I'm on this like really cheap, well, not too cheap, but it's just your average sort of sketching paper, and I'll transfer this to like a coloring paper. Paper is meant for like coloring, like marker paper. So, or watercolor. I used to do that a lot when I did my watercolors, which I don't do a whole lot now. Which just because I kind of got more into the Copics. Watercolors is a little bit too messy, honestly. Kind of why I kind of took myself in that. But I've been wanting to get back into it a little bit, so I think that you can kind of incorporate it into your line art or your Copic markers or work rather. So, but it's just something I haven't really tried out yet. Just haven't had enough time to work on that. I better make sure the camera's good. It's fine. All right, let's get this Cybertronian looking background going. Got a little bit of a indent here, just to give it a little more detail. All right. Look forward to getting it at some point. Not too long from now, but I'm similar trying to figure out shading, so it's pencils for me. Yeah. I used to use pencil crayons a lot too. But for what I was doing, at least, it kind of bummed me out. Because one day I decided I want to do like this kind of, because I was inspired by different artists who did like this thing where they take different, like multiple sheets of paper and they draw like a big mural almost, like you draw like a bunch of different characters and stuff like that. And so I was just like, oh, I kind of want to do that. And so I did one with it was a very simple drawing. It was like just the X-Men fighting like one big Sentinel, robot. And I said, well, what if I draw like the robot in the shape, like we have different parts of the robot, like this big giant drawing of all the X-Men kind of just doggy piling this one poor old robot. Just getting up on him and beating the shit out of him. I was pretty proud of it, honestly, mostly because of the work that went into it, and but like my hand like fucking hurt after that day though, because when I did that, I colored it all in pen crayon, and it just fucking sucked. It just fucking sucked. So if I were to redo that one again, I'd probably just do Copics or paint, just because it would take a little bit less time. But yeah, looking back, it's not my best work necessarily, just because I've grown a lot more since then. But it was definitely a very innovative piece for me personally. So. Maybe I'll try it again one day. Do like a little compilation of all, like maybe like compilation of all like the Optimus Prime or Megatron designs over the years, minus the movie designs because I refuse to draw those. I don't really consider those the characters anyway. It's the movie designs. Just like, nope, that's not Megatron. That's not Prime. It's like, nope. Or if I do draw those characters, they'll just be in their alt modes, their car modes or trucks. And that's it. And they'll be off in the corner. You won't be able to see them very well anyway, so. Yeah. But obviously, G1 would be front and center if it did that type of piece. I haven't really drawn on a bigger sheet of paper in a while now, so who knows. But I did buy a 11 by 17 that I want to start working on pretty soon. I'm also kind of trying to find a way to transfer some of my drawing into a really like larger sheet of paper. So I made a die of that with my Sentinel so I can actually draw it. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, that's actually what I kind of was inspired by, was a statue of us. Like, it was like one of those like really expensive statues of like the X-Men. It was like different like compartments. Like you'd buy like one set of like, you know, Storm or like they all kind of, there's like different like parts to the statue that you have to kind of buy to add to it. And when it was all formed, it was like really cool, like little piece where you had all the X-Men kind of just like fighting this big Sentinel. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. I want to draw that. So that's where that idea kind of came from as well. Might try revisiting that, like trying to like sort of remaster it, if you will. Oh, that should be. You need to see the videos. Oh yeah. I saw that one too. I saw one where like Darkseid fighting like the Justice League and stuff. Yeah, I saw that. I think I saw that one. Yeah, those like sketches are really fucking cool. But I am never gonna own one unless I you become rich one day, hopefully. Then maybe I'll build like if I get. You know, I'm such a nerd that if I ever came into like if I ever got like if I ever won like the lottery or something like that, dude, all that like a good half of that money's gonna go into fucking toys and shit. Like, cause I'm just a fucking nerd. Like I'd probably complete my whole Transformers collection by if I got that, and then move on to other things, probably. Guess I don't know. No, I'd probably just move and put the rest of it into like getting a house or something like that, or a better house rather. Gotta be a little bit responsible for the money. All right, I think that's about it. for a lot of the blacks here. All right, I think I'll just like finish detailing the gun and the base here or whatever. It'll kind of move on, or call it quits pretty soon. Yeah, I'll do this kind of shape. I should probably pull up my things here. Dude, those things cost like 2K. I ain't exactly. They're so fucking expensive. Yeah, honestly, that's the main thing I want to complete anyways. I'll complete the things I love more. So. Hi, right. How's it going? Yeah, we'll do. There we go. We'll add like a little bit of a sort of hexagon shapes to this little platform here. There we go. That should be good. Now I'll just add a smaller hexagon. There we go. And let's go. I like these shapes. Yeah. No, I don't really just shapes after all. We'll fix that when we do the finals. So. I don't worry too much about this. Yeah, it's not too bad. All right, let's do. Ooh, yeah, I'll have to check that out in a second. Yeah, I saw that one. I think I saw one of the. They have a bunch of statues down there. So, yeah, that Justice League versus Darkseid one was fucking awesome. Here it is at SGC. Ooh, let's check those out. I think they made the booty part a little too thick there. But you know what to say. Never be too thick. Never be too thick. Unless you're Lizzo. Unless you're Lizzo, then you can be too thick. I'll do that. Yeah. It's a big boy. This one's a big. Fortunately, I did not have any space for that. Yeah, then I'll come out with this. A third-party company is doing a Metroplex. It's supposed to be kind of in scale with the Fantoys Fortress Maximus is coming out not pretty soon, but probably about a couple of years from now, probably. But I think it's like Yes Toys or something like that. But they're making this big ass fucking Metroplex. I gotta show that, Grumpy. It's pretty fucking cool. I'll show it to you. I'll DM you the Instagram post later. But yeah, it's pretty fucking sick. Like I think the Fantoys like Omega Supreme was just like the leg of the Metroplex was just about the same size as Omega Supreme, and that Omega Supreme is fucking big. So I don't even know how that thing's gonna fit in anyone's house, honestly. Unless you're, living in a big ass mansion, then it'll probably just go in just fine. All right. All right. Well, that sounds good. But let's face it, an MB scale Metroplex wouldn't. No. I'm really curious about that Fortress Maximus, though. I'm guessing they're going to be doing it in parts like they did their Omega Supreme, because they just released their Cerebros not too long ago. But yeah, you're going to need like a Manji case for those things. It's like, Jesus. And those things are fucking expensive too. Like, holy shit. Like, with that. Do it in post. Fix it in post. Yeah, good enough. Oh, here's accents too. I think I saw that one somewhere. All right. I think we are ready to call it a wrap right here. I think I'm done. So that kind of wraps up my Fembots for the time being. We got Firestar. We got Moon Racer from last week. Oops, that was something else. There's a Chromia. Still need to work on her. And last, but certainly not least, our girl Lita 1. So, yeah. That's Moon Racer. I need Firestar. But yeah, that's what we got so far. Gonna definitely touch this one up a lot with when I do the colored version. But yeah. Oh, hey, Bo. Sorry you're just catching the tail end of it. We're kind of just wrapping up right now, but it's good to see you. And here. And actually, you know what? I'll show off the Menosaur I've been working on. And here's the Menosaur that I've been working on at work. Did a little bit of ink work. I kind of fucked up some areas here, so I have to kind of those once I do the transfer and all that. But yeah. So for next week, I will be working on probably the colors, not the inks, for this big guy or tiny guy because it's a tiny sheet of paper. But yeah, I'll be transferring this guy tonight or tomorrow, perhaps. And I will be working on this all week. And hopefully by the end of the week, we can do some coloring for my birthday stream coming up, which, maybe I'll have some guests on. You guys want like that? Might have some guests on. Might open up and throw a link into the private chat on Twitter this coming Saturday, because it's perfect because my birthday was exactly on my stream day. So, so maybe I'll have some guests on if people are interested or available, and we'll just kind of continue as always. Because I'm not the right type of guy that would go all out on his birthday, honestly. So, just gonna chill, draw some Predaking, and yeah. But yeah, so today we will call it a wrap. And maybe I might work on some of the Predaking tomorrow on Mac&E's channel if I am allowed on, because I'm a bit of a reckless guest a lot of times. So yeah, I'll ask around, see if people want to join in. So let's find us a clip. We need a really fitting clip. So we are going to end us off on the Shockwave clip. So take care, everybody, and you might see me hanging around other channels possibly today, next week. So I might do some streams later at night during the week if I decide to go forward with some of the diorama builds. I'm not too sure if I want to get the phone today or next month or something, so or whatever. So, but yeah, that's the plans for the draw streams at least. So I will see you guys later, and have a great night, everybody. Let's get.
You will not escape the mighty shockwave!
Hey, mighty shockwave! Take this!
Shit! You bitches! Get back here!
Bye-bye! Loser! You suck!
Those bitches!